Hello, beautiful viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Women's Magazine, a program that brings you issues affecting women, how to mitigate those issues and tackle together to make progress in development. I am Fatoumata Simaha. Thank you for joining us. In our fourth segment, we'll bring you a profile of Fatou Jangha, a woman of substance who is also counted among leading women who are working tirelessly to ensure that women issues or women are economically empowered. Fatou Jangha, a renowned Gambian social entrepreneur born and raised in Banjul in an extended family. During her schooling, she was among the lucky ones who encountered little problems, particularly with regards to funding her education under the care of her father.
I'm the Gambian. I come from the Gambia. First, you all know, I was born and bred in Banjul, in James, Senegal, 39 James, Senegal. And and I went to school. First, I did my primary school in Wesley School in Banjul, and then I went to Crabelan School in Tobacco Road. And from there, I went to Unum College. So basically, that's what I did. I mean, Unum College, after Unum College, I spent there 2 years, then proceeded to Nyala University College in Sierra Leone, where I did a diploma in extension, agriculture and home economics. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did in short. I mean, that's my background. Mm.
And, can you tell us what was your choice of a career whilst you were going to school?
To be honest, I don't know really. I think I was always, I was termed as a tomboy in school. I wouldn't say I was stubborn, but I was a radical. You call me a radical, I accept that. Mm-hmm. I played basketball. I was in the basketball national team. I played basketball for my school. And then I was always hanging with the unusual. I mean, like in those days, if you hang with boys, mm-hmm. you know, I can never get ball apart, that kind of stuff. But I enjoyed playing ball, and I was always playing basketball. And as a result, I was a member of my national team, and my school team, and in the national team. So I played basketball for the country. We went to Senegal, we went to Guinea, we went to Sierra Leone to play for Semaine de la Jeunesse, also in Dakar. So that's what I did. And then I really, I knew I was going to do something different. I didn't know what it was exactly, to be honest with you.
Immediately after her schooling, Fatou Jangha attended School of Agriculture at the Gambia College, where she obtained her qualification in agriculture. She served the Ministry of Agriculture. Madam Jangha is now the coordinator of Tri Oysters Women's Association.
In those days, I remember my father had 4 wives, and we were 18 children in number. And he believed in those days that women shouldn't go high, further than a certain stage. Mm-hmm. So I was a victim of that. And I remember I was to go to Gambia High School, and then he said, you know, why don't you go and find a job or go and find a husband? I can pay for you. So on that note, I then went and started to the exams, because in those days, exams, Unum College, you just sit to the exams, and then the entrance exam, and if you passed, then you could just go to college. So that's what I did. I went to Unum College through the examination. You pass the examination, and then when I went to college, to be honest, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just going to go to school. Mm. But then, in the interim, we realized that we could actually do agriculture. Mm-hmm. So I opted for agriculture. And I remember in those days, it was unheard of for a woman to go to do agriculture. And I mean, to do agriculture on that level. So 3 of us, that was Dr. Kuryemane now, who was the Action Aid Director, and now she's working for FAO, and Hadi Sane of Primate Streets. And myself, we did agriculture. We said, okay, we went to the interview, and then we were asked by the late Dr. Nondi Njai, why are you here? Why do you want to do agriculture? I said, well, I want to do agriculture. He said, why? I said, nothing. I just want to do agriculture. Mm-hmm. So then I had the acceptance I mean, I went to Unum College, three of us in those days. It was a big thing in those days. Did you hear these three girls, three women who are doing agriculture in the Gambia? It has never happened, and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So it was good. I mean, it was a very good thing because when I went there, we had the attention from the office, mm-hmm. from the ministry, from the department. So like, these are the strong girls. And then we did agriculture. In those days, I remember I used to drive tractors. Mm-hmm. And everywhere I passed with the tractor, in those days, it was the agri-engineering in Unum College. In those days, the ministry, the agricultural department was there. And then they would say, I would drive the tractor, and everywhere I passed, they would say, look at her, she's driving tractor. So I enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. And I used to go, work in the agri-engineering section, trying to understand how to fix tractors and so on. It was part of my course. Mm-hmm. So we did that basically. And from there, we then, we were posted, as students, we were posted in different villages. We started from Western Division. We went to Willingara first, and to the Fonis, Kanjibat, Jibanag. In those days, we used to ride bicycles. Mm-hmm. There was nothing like giving you a car or a motorbike. So we used to ride our bikes, to and from Buyam, Kanjibat, Bondali, and we enjoyed that. So that's basically what I think was a bit different. And we're giving support. The government gave us support. The director of agriculture in those days, it was Dr. Marina. And after Dr. Marina left, we had Ruben Thomas, late Ruben Thomas. So it was good for us. We enjoyed it, and they supported us.
Comparing her childhood life with this generation, she thanked her generation was far better in terms of moral values. She called herself the stubborn girl.
Well, in those days, I would say that I was stubborn, mm-hmm. and I was a tomboy. At the same time, I was very strong. I wouldn't allow anything to distract me. Mm-hmm. Like, you see me going to I used to go playing basketball with boys, going to the tennis lawn every day. Although I had problems with my mother would not, she never liked me to do that. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, I did it, and I kept myself. I didn't mess up, and at the same time, we were protected. The boys in those days, like in the street, all your boys around your area, they will protect you. They won't allow any other person to mess with you. Mm-hmm. So I think this is what carried me through. And then we used to play basketball in the afternoon. We would all come to, like Mama Esage, you all know he was our basketball leader in those days. We would go to his house, we all eat lunch, and we go out together. So I was really being protected. And besides, I think I was just stubborn, and I knew what I wanted. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't allow anything to mess me up. So I think I would say I was strong, because in those days, a lot of things happened. But those, of course, who were lucky were able to pass through with no problems. So I think, I think it was good. I was protected, and I also stayed focused that this is what I wanted, this is what I wanted. I could play around at the same time. For example, I didn't have a boyfriend, but people thought Fatu is, she's everywhere. I'm sure she's messing around. Mm-hmm. But I had no boyfriend, but I was seen with boys every day. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was fun. And I looked at men as counterpart and not as anything else.
Mm-hmm. You did agriculture. And you worked with the Ministry of Agriculture. Can you tell us life after working with the Agriculture Department?
I had never been across Birkama. So for me to go and start working in the villages, it was an experience. But I enjoyed it. I don't know, maybe I was just a different person. Like when we were posted in villages, we went there and we settled down nicely. We hung with the people in the village. We were very comfortable. I remember those days. We used to have, in the village, for example, you couldn't buy meat every day. So when we used to get our allowance from Banjul, we would go and buy